back! So, it is a dark winter's night in the city of London. The ground is cold and frosty, but it hasn't snowed recently. In many places, the humans are all tucked up in bed, and some of the cats are too, huddling around the fireplace, keeping in the warmth. But there are a few brave souls who've ventured out this night, because there is a matter of great importance to discuss. Things are not all quite right around Grosvenor Square. Cats have been going missing, disappearing without a trace. No sign that they've been hit by a hansom cab, or fallen in a drain, or whatever else might befall a cat in this dangerous city. They just vanished, disappeared off the face of the earth. Now, cats aren't the greatest at organising themselves. They're not natural pack animals, so it's taken some time for this to reach a serious enough matter for the cats of the square to gather together. But tonight, at least some of them have gathered. Called to meet Medusa, one of the square's most notorious rat catchers. She sent out the word, shouted about, come and meet her at the backyard of her human's home. And many cats ignored this. Some had better things to do. But some have turned up to the meeting. Amidst them is an old stray one-eared tomcat who everyone only knows as Tabby. No one bothered to give him a more unique name. He is perched up on the top of a wall, glowering down at anyone who comes this way. Also there is Medusa and Freya, the two cats of number 18. They sort of set airs and graces in themselves above the other cats. Medusa is this black cat, that's sleek and well groomed, who always acts like she knows something you don't, which may or may not be true. Freya, a little more timid of the two, is a calico. She sits some distance away from Medusa. But the other cats that have come from a little further, somehow from houses round the square or from a couple of streets away. And amongst them are Felix and Albert Filthybottom III, and towards the back, Biscuit. So it's not exactly an organised gathering. Cats sort of milling around, keeping their own sort of patch. And how would Albert and Felix are behaving? Are you keeping yourself to yourself? Are you trying to find out what's going on?
Yeah, finding out. Going up, going there. Hey, why are you yelling? What's happening? What's going on? Tell me. Come on.
Albert will be keeping to himself at the back, just eavesdropping on everything that's going on, just busy grooming himself. Pretending to ignore everyone.
It is about the disappearances. I called every cat in the area here, and you're the only ones that came. Some of the others have lazy, but others have gone. And we need to find out what it is that is taking them. Is it a human? Is it a fox?
I saw old Frank fall over the steel things that roll there, and they did the loud ones. The one that drove over me at one point almost.
We can presume that not everyone is stupid enough to jump in front of the wheelie thing. Some of us have a little more self-preservation than that.
Orphans?
Often, this is... Felix, this is not the part of town where people eat cats. And where you've come from, but...
Oh, okay.
Around here, it could be people catching us for fur. But I said, is it humans? Is it foxes? Is it something worse?
Who's gone missing?
Find out.
Sorry I'm late. My human couldn't sleep.
You pay too much attention to the needs of to the desires of your human.
Well, she needs comfort sometimes. She's still a kitten.
Kitten should be able to fend for itself. Yeah, two-legged kitten. Look, I was saying to the others that cats have been disappearing and we need to know where and why. Would you please listen there at the back? Is it too much to ask that we all take some interest in our own lives and the danger we're in?
Who's gone missing and from where?
We don't know exactly from where, but 5 have gone missing in the last week. Mostly house cats, not strays.
I mean, yeah, how would you notice when a stray goes missing? They just go places and then they go other places.
Yes, exactly. These are the regulars, the normal crowd, the ones we see around here a lot.
Well, have their humans said anything? Are the humans looking for them?
You can't trust humans to get everything done like that. They don't know where we go. But I presume they're looking for them.
Well,
How are we to know?
well, here's a question. Are the humans being hurt too? Like, did they get hurt and then the cat go find what hurt them?
I don't know. It's a good question. Perhaps we'll look into it. Look, my suggestion is we spread out and investigate, and through what means we can, see if we can work out what's going on here.
We can go and sniff around and see if we can smell foxes or something that shouldn't be here. Or something strange.
I would suggest, given this is dangerous, that no one go alone.
Alone?
I don't know about you, but there's one house on this street that always smells odd.
Are you talking about... Medusa, stares down at you. Which house would that be?
Yours.
This has nothing to do with us. She tilts her head over towards Freya. We are deeply concerned about what is happening here. This is not our doing. If it was, why would I be telling you about it? Look, I suggest you pair up or get into small groups and go and look into this. Freya and I will head north.
I'll just walk up to Freya. You already know, right?
No.
But you always know things.
Don't know this.
So you don't know this?
She's swipes her claw out towards you. You don't even live around here. Why are you even here? Who even invited you to this?
You called for everybody.
Next time, could we be more specific and call for everyone apart from Felix? Little ragged creature has no place around here.
I don't know. Felix looks distinguished.
Well, you can go with Felix then. And Tabby, sort of from his position of the stretching, goes, I'm going on my own. And then leaves.
But you just said not alone.
He should be fine. He's going with himself.
Oh, yeah, right.
Well, that leaves.
Yes, I'll keep an eye on these two.
Good.
I'd like to say I'd keep him out of trouble, but
We meet back here.
Biscuit pounces on something in the grass.
I'll pound some biscuit. What did you find? What did you find?
And Freya and Medusa stalk away and leave the three of you together.
Albert will just sit down and groom again whilst they're fighting.
So, 3 cats have been given a vague task. What would they like to do?
What should we do?
So there's cats missing.
Yes, they didn't tell us which cats are from where.
Then we
That's
need
kind
to
of
know which
inconvenient.
houses they're from.
Like,
Keeper, quick question.
Yes?
You know which cats have gone missing?
Yes, you know which cats have gone missing. It's
So we know which houses, and they're all from this area.
yeah, there are a scattering of houses from around this square and a couple of surrounding streets.
Yes, we need to go and check on their humans.
That's a good plan. Let's just go to where the cats went missing from, or the houses, and see if we can smell something strange or spot something different. Maybe we smell out a fox or something, who knows.
yeah.
We'll just go to whichever one's nearest. And work
I'll take the roof.
I follow. I hop on the fence and then the window panes and
I'm going to ask for a general climb, jump, or agility roll here. Your choice.
What?
Let's see.
Jump or
Agility.
agility?
Wait, was that your jump roll, Biscuit?
that was my jump roll.
Climb?
I like that your ability to fail the climb roll has carried over into being a cat.
Perfection. Agility. Oh, agility is the other one.
It was an or.
Yeah.
It was basically take your
I'll
pick.
just away whichever, not
So
necessarily climb or jump, just make my way up, perhaps a combination of both.
yeah, Albert is sort of successfully making his way up.
Nice success.
Yes, an extreme success. Felix, your first attempt, you kind of scrabble at the wall. You don't quite manage to climb up. You can push this at the risk of injury.
Sure.
Or
Go.
you can choose to take the low road.
I'll try again.
Biscuit, that was a fumble on your jumping roll.
So
So
did I hit the glass or did I just not make the leap at all?
I think you hit the glass. So you were jumping. What were you trying to jump onto? This was the wall of the.
Yeah, I was trying to jump onto the ledge next to a window.
There's a. Is a cat being able to break a window?
No, not usually.
Sort of speed.
No, the cat just kind of
Someone startles.
hits the glass and then slides back down.
Probably startles the cook or someone in the kitchen or whatever.
Yeah, at this hour in the evening, window at the back of the house, you hear muffled human voices. You can't really understand exactly what they're saying from the other side. But someone undoes the window and peers out and goes, "Oh, a cat!" Shoo! And you hear the window close.
I slink underneath some
and
bushes.
The words you don't quite understand as they're echoing the house go, it was a cat throwing itself at the window. No, don't ask me, James. Weird things have happened. And the door and the window is shut.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you make the round sound?
So, as you make your way, you're making your way over to where one of the cats have disappeared from. Now, this is when I'm running out. Give me a good cat name.
Claude.
Bod?
Claude.
Oh, Claude. Yes, this was the home of Claude. Claude does catch some mice, but Claude mostly spends Claude's days reclining by the hearth and reclining by a different hearth. He goes out for a bit of a stroll along the wall. Make sure you know that this is Claude's house, and then returns back to his hearth. But no one's seen Claude for some time. For, like, several days. Claude's always back out there making sure that no one else sits on his wall. No sign of Claude.
Maybe he just can't get up from the fireplace anymore. I mean, he's always been...
Well, definitely as he's gotten older, I'm going to sniff around his fence.
Okay, give me a sniff check, please. A sniff roll.
Ooh, I'll do a sniff as well. We're all sniff.
Biscuit. You can smell. Definitely you can smell Claude. It's a few days old, though. Claude's not been here recently. But there's a hint of something else as well. Something.
Is it like a mouse?
No, not like a mouse. It's more. It's like. Imagine the most wonderful catnip, but better.
I'm
smells.
flopping over. I'm flopping over and I'm rubbing my face into the grass and I'm rolling on my back. Oh, you guys need to smell this.
Let me smell.
Yeah, you can all smell. And now Biscuit's found it. You can all sort of. This is. Alluring.
Just
scent.
enjoy his catnip smell.
Yeah.
Queen.
Can we tell where the smell comes from? If it's a plant here or if it's a general smell?
Okay, with the hard success, it does seem to have a source. It seems to be almost like this is a trace almost left behind of something. And sort of there, sort of round the back of this yard, sort of on the outer side of the wall, so not in the property, there's a few crumbling traces of this sort of powdery substance that smells wonderful. It seems to have escaped and fallen on the ground. And then a short distance away, you can see it's like a little pouch, a little cloth bundle tied up with string, and that is the source of this scent. Little, about yay big, little cloth bundle.
Bite it. I'm gonna try to rip it open.
This sweet scent goes everywhere. And Felix, I need you to make me a Constitution roll, please.
Perfect. That's a fail.
You are currently dazed by this substance. You have a penalty die to all rolls for the time being, as just this sweet scent just fills the air around you.
Does it land on him?
Yes.
I'm going to start grooming him.
Give me a Constitution roll, please.
Perfect. Just gonna lie there.
Albert's just going to
Not
watch.
too effective.
So it looks like the pouch has like thrown over the back wall or something into the garden.
It's the pouch is on the outside of the back wall.
Oh, it's on the outside.
Yes. It was sort of lying, sort of right up against the back wall of the house. Yeah, there's. It's good. You do a good job of cleaning Felix off, but.
I'll have a wander on the wall.
We need to focus and find where this came from.
I mean, from here.
No, who it came from.
You mean the human that threw that? I mean these things, that's human things, right? And I'm just gonna poke the cloth.
Yes.
Why would human want more than cats? Than usual amount of cats? I mean, there's litters of kittens like all the time. Right? Wait, check others.
Maybe it's a specific breed they need. Maybe they need the pampered kitties.
Yeah. But why not take the Medusa then? Oh, that's maybe why she called, because the pampered kittens are the first ones, and they're worried now. I see.
Oh, we didn't.
I'm just gonna roll now.
I'm going to attempt to go up and look in through some of the windows to see if the humans are okay.
Okay. So you're climbing up the back of the building. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. This will be a climb roll, even for a cat to climb.
You have 0 in your climb. That's.
You should have something in your climb.
Yes.
Let me check.
No, there's a 0 on my climb. I can. Do you want me to?
It should start at something.
Yes, that will be a typo. That'll be me. It should have been. I think it should have started. Is it 40 or is that?
Look at
I think
that.
it's 40.
Yeah, 40. It should be. Sorry. That
So
is
that
on me.
technically would have been a pass.
Yeah, so
Would
that
you
would be a
like me to
success. No. Just reset it to 40 and that is a success. So yeah, you climb up on the outside of the back of this house. You can see light from some of the rooms. Humans in sort of... I guess cats know the difference between servants and gentry. I suppose the more plainly dressed servants tend to be the one around the bottom of the house where the food is. There's a couple of those around the bottom windows. As you make your way up, you can see through an upstairs window a couple of older humans, a man and a woman, by the fire and the hearth. The woman is knitting. The man appears to be reading a paper. There's an empty basket next to the hearth.
Do they look harmed at all? Do they look?
They look unharmed. They look like. I mean, you can give me a psychology roll if you want to judge their state of mind.
Well, that's a fail.
It's hard to tell with humans, especially through a window. But they definitely don't look injured.
Okay. And I'm called down to the other two. The humans seem fine.
Oh, okay. But he's not in there, is he?
No, the basket next to the fire is empty.
So there's sniffing stuff. For cats. From Yumi's. And it was there. And somebody threw it here, probably. Or maybe put it there. Is that everything? I think so. Right?
They haven't left any food out the back, have they? Like a bowl for the cats.
I'm gonna go look.
Probably not, because it attracts a lot of rats and vermin.
That's a very good point, yeah. Should we check the next place and see? Or was there anything unusual about the pouch? Like a particular colour or any markings that we might not necessarily understand, but...
It was like brown fine fabric, the kind that humans would call muslin, but cats don't have a name for. Tied up with string.
But yeah, just wondering, as long as we have an idea what it is, we might recognise it if we see it again. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Yeah, the next house along where the cat disappeared.
Medusa might want this. And I bat at the torn fabric.
Who wants this?
Medusa.
Why?
I don't know.
No, I don't think Medusa will want it. Let's just go on to the next one.
Yeah, if we find it in the next one as well, I'm just gonna take that and not rip it.
How are you going to carry it?
And my mouth.
Is that substance still on it? That's why I was asking.
It's gonna be fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. The next house with the cat that disappeared was the home of Buttercup. Now, Buttercup was one of those cats that's again quite a plump house cat, but Buttercup actually, the next 3 houses are Buttercup's houses. Because Buttercup is one of those cats that gets 3 suppers every day. Because there's 3 households on Grosvenor Square that are convinced they own a cat called Buttercup that is occasionally getting fed by their neighbours. But
I don't like her. She wasn't sharing her food.
so yeah, Buttercup's often seen by the other cats around the square, sort of going to and from her humans. But no one's seen her for the last 4 days.
I mean, there's 3 houses we need to check now. Should have shared one of those.
I'll check the middle one. And I'll go off and check the middle one.
I'll just walk along the back of all the houses, all 3 of them, and have a sniff around, see if I can spot anything by the back wall.
Yes. I'll go through the yard and actually sniff around, and then I'll also climb up into the windows again.
Okay, I'll have a sniff and a climb from Biscuit, a sniff check from Albert, and what is Felix up to?
I think Felix is just gonna go and just take a look inside the houses at the humans. Which one's the worried one? Maybe is there just maybe I'm noticing something.
Okay, are you trying to read sort of a human's intent or just spot what's going on inside the houses?
I don't think I'm a cat that would bother. I'm just gonna look inside, see if there's anything interesting, and if not, go and look somewhere else.
Okay. Give me a spot hidden then, please.
I'm gonna use the one that I'm worst at. Yay. I'm not seeing anything. Woo!
Yeah, that was even without the penalty die that you've still got currently.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. No, you don't see anything of particular interest. Biscuit? You can't smell anything of interest inside the yard. You can smell there's a sort of a trace of faded trace of cats. Probably got a couple of rats running around. Smell of what you'd mostly get in the backyard is probably the smell of washing. I've clearly done some laundry recently. But sort of climbing up the outside of the middle house, you can see into one of the rooms. It's evening now. The humans are gathered around sort of fire. There's you can see an adult woman and a boy who seems to be, he's there with I don't know if the colouring pencil's been invented yet, but inks, and you can just make out the window, he seems to be writing something on a piece of paper, but cats can't read, so you don't know what it is he's writing. But he seems to have a whole stack of bits of paper he's written a thing on.
All right.
They all both look unharmed.
Okay.
And Albert, there is same trace of the same scent you got at Claude's house. It's a bit more faded here. It's a little older. There's definitely a trace of it. It's something else too. Because the initial scent is weaker here, not so overpowering and strong, you can get a hint of something else underneath it.
A person? An animal?
An animal. It smells that you're not particularly familiar with. But it definitely smells like an animal. Just probably not one you've smelt before.
So, not a fox.
Not a fox. It smells... It's weird. It's definitely...
It's not a human, and it's not
a human. It's not a fox. Not a bird. It's not a rat.
Could be a badger. I've heard about badgers. Not smell.
Yeah, you've heard about all sorts of stories of other strange animals like badgers and deer and other things that you don't get in your part of London. Seems to be this faint trail leading off
But there's
away.
no pouch. No pouch here, but
No
there's
pouch here, so you're able to smell sort of the remaining scent. And it seems to lead away but then get lost amidst sort of the rest of the scents of horses and people that are tracked back and forth this way.
What sort of direction is it going? Is it going towards the other houses that we're looking into?
It's leading... You're currently, the house where you are is on the corner of the square, on the east side of the square, and it seems to lead away from the square. But it doesn't trace it very far.
Well, yeah. I'll get the others' attention. Felix? There's something else here.
Oh, another one?
Don't think there's a pouch like before. Well, there's another smell, some sort of creature, an animal.
I'm gonna try it and smell that one.
Okay, still with a penalty die, because the effects have not yet worn off.
Right.
Give me a...
That is a fail.
That is a failure.
Oh, this will be a strange roll.
Yes.
Can I do an occult roll?
Okay, what for? What are you trying to determine?
If there's any stories I've heard as a cat about strange creatures that could be doing us hunting cats.
Oh yeah, give me a occult roll. Yes, that seems suitable.
I'm aware of things, but hard success.
Oh, this is a cat who knows stories of things. I mean, there's stories of cat snatchers and all sorts of things stealing people away, but there's also stories of monsters, things that lurk in the sewers beneath or jump from roof to roof. Cats around the square brought back all sorts of tales of creatures lurking around the buildings. Bats the size of a horse. Other such monstrosities. never so much that they hunt cats on purpose, but if they catch cats, they certainly won't leave them alive. But something about this sweet scent snags at a story you once heard when you were just a kitten. You heard it from an old cat. A story about a creature that used to use sweet scents to lure cats to their death. Can't remember the details. Only that the end, like so many stories told to young kittens, it ended with cats getting eaten by a horrible monster and was a warning against an excess of curiosity.
Well, I'll relay pretty much the story that I heard.
Ooh, story time. I'm going to sit down and wrap my tail around my feet and listen intently.
I'm gonna lay on my back and be like,
Yeah, Albert will just say the information he knows and he'll just shake his head.
curiosity never harmed me.
Not yet. Or has it?
It made me wet twice. But water doesn't harm people. It's just icky. Where do we go now? Do we know something about that stuff? Okay.
Just I seem to remember a story about a creature that would kill cats that used to lure them out with smell, like a sweet smell, which is I think what we're picking up here.
So that pouch is important, and I'm going to dash off and go grab the pouch that was left behind.
I think Felix might have been carrying that in his mouth.
Nah, I think I ripped the...
one.
I wanted a new one. Didn't find a new one yet, so I have none in my mouth. So...
We could just check the other houses, see if we can pick up the same things and meet up with the others and let them know what we found out.
Maybe we can get an order in which who first, right, and who last, and then we find the newest one, and then we hunt.
I think we will get even.
I'm better at eating. I'm sure.
Oh yes, I'm going to ask for a general spot hidden, sniff, or other form of like tracking or hunting roll as you go around the square, basically trying to sort of find all these houses and track down sort of the oldest and the newest.
Yeah, right. It's not even. Well, whatever.
I'll just stick with the sniffing. I seem to be good at sniffing.
My tracking is crap.
Hey, it's better than mine.
House cat.
Yeah. So, yes, the two house cats don't seem too good at this sort of thing. There's lack of practice. You're both fairly young cats, aren't you?
Only 4 years.
Or is Felix just acting like he... I was picturing Felix as quite a young cat, but he acted like an ancient cat.
I mean, he's just been very fast and economical with his lives, but he's technically still pretty young.
Okay. But yeah, Albert, you're able to discern from sort of the oldest house. There doesn't seem to be an order to which houses were hit. It seems to sort of just dotted back and forth. But you can sort of start to order them by the age. The oldest ones, there's no sort of trace of descent remaining. But there are two houses that are fresher than Claude and Buttercup's. One was the house belonging to
Reginald.
Yes, Reginald, and the other one. Let's go super generic. Ginger.
Oh, another orange cat.
Yes. So, Reginald, no one's seen him the last couple of nights. But Ginger, you saw Ginger just a couple of nights ago. She didn't make it to tonight's meeting. She's a very fluffy orange cat. Only a couple of doors down from Biscuit. In fact, some people have been known to confuse them in the past. Orange cats.
Why are we here?
I'm less fluffy. I'm more sleek.
Yeah, okay, you're less fluffy. That's the key defining factor. One's the fluffy orange one, one's the not fluffy one. But
Puppy needs more grooming.
At Ginger's house, there is no pouch left behind. But there is this distinct scent of cat, of the lure, and of this strange, not human animal scent leading off and away.
But can we smell Ginger as well?
You can smell Ginger quite clearly, yes.
Following the same path? Or...
Yes, following the same path. And Felix, by now, the effects of the powder have worn off on you.
There's no other pouch, right?
There's no pouch being dropped here now.
Bummer.
Sorry. I have the torn pouch in my mouth. I'm going to go drop it in the yard of Medusa. And I'm going to, what's it called?
Katzenjammer.
Katzenjammer. And I'm going to call out to her and say, found something left in your yard.
Alright, give us a roll for Katzenjammer, which translates as cat shouting, which doesn't sound as good.
Yeah.
Because
you could spend 2 luck.
Yeah, I think I will spend 2 luck.
Okay. Are you waiting around for Medusa to come, or are you...
No.
Just leaving the clue, yeah.
I in my message, I say that I'm leaving it in her yard.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go off with Albert and Felix.
Okay.
Woo. So let's go and track down Ginger.
Yeah, just trying to follow the scent, I think, the most recent one.
Yeah. I'm gonna be trying to be first all the time and probably not smell something and therefore falling backwards and then...
Yeah, I think I'm going to ask for a tracking roll here, a track roll.
Actual track roll. Oh, that's good.
See if you can follow where this is.
Ooh. No, we're not very good at tracking.
So, no, you try and, because the scent alone gets mingled as soon as it heads out onto the street. This was, a night ago, and many people have come and gone this way. There's been cats, dogs, horses, humans. This is a very smelly city still. There's a lot of living things around. There's a lot of sort of fresh food and all sorts of stuff being transported about. It's mingled the scents. So scent alone's not helping you that much. So you're sort of going to try and sort of track of any traces or prints. It's not really... Right, apart from cat prints, there's not really... There's no sort of mud leaf tracks in here. This is, a paved city street. The trail heads some distance east. You follow it at least a street, but then you lose it. Sort of in the midst of houses, a couple of streets away from the square.
We could always lay a trap.
We could just always go randomly somewhere, and then we'll stumble over stuff. That's usually how I find things.
I yawn. I want to take a nap.
Right here? It's gonna make you dirty, though. You're gonna need grooming afterwards.
The house isn't that far from here. You could always go for a nap in the garden.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Hi.
I think Albert will follow her as well, but his view is we're going to set a trap and Biscuit's the bait. If she's going to sleep in the garden and they're leaving scent near the back wall, they might try to lure her, so he's going to follow her along and try to hide somewhere nearby.
Okay. Give me a
Smart,
stealth roll,
Albert.
please, Albert. Felix, are you going with her, or are you off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's big cat brain move.
Yeah. If you're also hiding, yeah. Okay, we've got 2 stealth rolls and Biscuit. Just going for a nice nap. Just
There is a sleeping skill.
Is there? I don't see it.
I think there's the dreaming skill.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the dream walking.
Yeah, I think
And is sleeping as well. Cats have a sleeping skill at 50.
I don't think I included that on the list of.
Yeah.
I don't know what it relates to because
So remember that because there's a list. I narrowed down and tweaked the list around a bit. Because some of the
we can
skills that-
assume a cat can sleep anywhere.
Yes, I assume a cat can sleep anywhere, and they're all required within reason.
Yeah,
yeah.
no. I will sleep. I'll stretch out on the back step of my garden and close my eyes and nap.
Okay. So as you sleep and slip into the realm of dreams, get a lovely nice rest. But whilst Biscuit falls asleep, the others hiding in the shadows, you hear the sound of footsteps approaching. Back of the house. They sound like human footsteps. And
Stay and look.
you see a sort of figure coated against the cold autumn air, with a hat drawn down low. You see as they seem to hold what almost looks like a fishing rod with a long pole with a string dangling from the end, and you see them fiddling round with the end of the string, and then reach up and catch the pole out over into the back garden. And you can smell the scent. This little pouch dangling on the end of the string. In the back
Are you
garden.
talking to me while I'm sleeping, or is
You're
this just?
all 3 of you are there. Biscuit, in your dreams, you smell this scent calling you back to the waking world. There's something good there waiting for you. Felix and Albert, you can both smell this too.
And we see the fishing rod.
Yes, and I'm
Can
going
I?
to ask both of you to give me a power roll, please.
We haven't got power.
You haven't got power?
Nope, we don't have a power roll.
In that case, we will make this Constitution.
I think we had power. Might be.
Sanity?
Sanity then, if you don't have any power written down.
Power at 50 because I wasn't sure, but
Yeah.
okay. Which do you want me to roll?
Power if you've got it. If you didn't write any power down, then I guess you automatically fail this.
I just put it at 50 as standard, as 50 sanity. So.
So, yeah, and Biscuit, are you returning to the waking world or staying in dreams?
Oh, I'm waking up. Did I
Okay.
hear it land in the yard?
It's not land, it's dangling just a little off the ground. Just a little out of a cat's reach. I need a power roll from you, please, Biscuit.
Oh, that's a fail.
You need to get this. Like, this. I mean, you know how wonderful this is. You know how good this is, and you see, it's just just out of reach, and it's a little.
I am
back and
going-
forth.
Crouch down and do the butt wiggle and pounce and try to catch it.
All right, give me a jump roll, please. I think we have a specific pounce roll, so jumping it will be.
Where? I saw it. I used it. Where is it? I can't see. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's in the normal skills.
I failed.
Oh, you can't get it. It's whisked up out of reach. Albert and Felix, you can see all this going down. You are
Albert will
able
just,
to resist the lure,
The
but you can
guy,
see what's going on.
with a view to jumping on its head.
the guy has certainly stuff
Sorry,
off that stuff.
Sorry, can you say that again? I missed what you said first time, Evan.
Which one?
Stuart,
Albert.
you, Albert.
So I was going to try and sneak up on it, follow the top of the wall along, sneaking up and try to effectively pounce on it and grab its head, basically land on its head and dig all my claws and feet and teeth in and Have a-
Okay.
Going for the pockets.
So
Since there's
as
more of that stuff in their pockets, probably.
so you're creeping up along the wall, and Felix, I'm going to ask for. You both rolled pretty well on your stuff. I'm going to ask if you're going to attack. If you're attacking them, and this is I guess a fighting brawl. If this.
Yeah.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Did you want me to roll with the damage dice or not?
Are you attempting to include? Are you attempting to do damage here?
Yes, trying to get my claws into its eyes.
In which case, yes, roll with the damage.
Scratch or kick.
What are you? Which are you doing?
I'd do all of them if I could.
Whichever one you're doing primarily, do that one. You have to
It
pick
would be
one.
scratch to get a grip at first.
So, as Felix is ineffectually scrabbling at the man's booted feet, there's a cat leaps off the wall onto
Something.
the figure's head. Digging your claws in. That is an extreme success for 1 point of damage.
You get max damage.
Max damage.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to Cat. Not the most effective combat machines over, rifles.
Yes, max damage with a -2 to it.
Yeah. So yeah, then you hear this sort of startled cry. Biscuit, you can hear this too, as the thing is whisked up and out of the way and then kind of dropped as the man lets go of the rod in order to try and wrestle this cat off his face. Grabs hold. He's going to attempt to try and grab hold of this cat. Do you want to try and dodge or fight back? That is Albert.
Yes, I'll fight back. I'll try and kick it this time.
Okay.
The first one was to get a grip.
Okay, give me roll me a fighting roll for a kick.
Ooh.
This man is actually getting beaten up by a cat. This is
Oh,
so
success there.
he attempts to pull the cat off his face and instead
Get bunny kicks in the face.
gets kicked directly in the face by this angry cat. He so get me a position. Actually, on his head.
Yes,
Knocked his hat to one side, on his head.
head.
Claws dug in, feet kicking. Felix, what are you doing whilst this is going on?
Well, I'm taking that chance and try to jump up from the bottom and bite him in the butt.
Okay. Alright, give me a barrel. Biscuit, what are you doing?
I am going to yowl and howl and call for more cats because we found the cat thief.
Okay, give me Cats and Yaman. I can't say Cats and Yam.
Ooh, that's
Cat shouting.
that.
You are a very loud cat. Sort of noise, windows open, like the words getting out of cats, but also like you can hear movement from inside the house as well. As this man kind of shakes off Felix from his legs, like it doesn't seem to really have noticed the cat attacking his legs. He's too concerned with the cat on his face. Albert, we're back round to your turn. What are you doing next? You've managed to kick him in the face.
Attached to him, so I'm still going to keep kicking at his face.
Okay.
Maybe bite, actually. I don't know. I'll kick and bite. I don't know if I can do both.
You can pick one.
I'll just kick most damage. Keep Bunny kick him in the face whilst I'm attached.
I don't know why kick is most damage. Doesn't seem.
The kick does 1d6, but minus my damage bonus. That's what
I've not fought enough cats to know whether that is or is not accurate.
Now that was from the notes. So I'll basically, because you're kicking with both feet, I suppose. So yes.
The hind feet are stronger than the front. Oh, excuse me.
So should I just roll to kick again, or?
Yeah, if you're kicking, yes. Yes, go for it.
Extreme, no damage.
Let's kill him.
You strike, but it doesn't seem to do any damage.
Probably
It's
for the
weird.
chemicals out or something.
No, it's more like you kick, his hat goes flying out, and also sort of almost like a piece of his face kicked clean away by your paw, but he doesn't seem to notice. This is because there's not sort of meat or blood underneath where that skin was.
Sort of like a mask.
Almost like a mask, but it felt like skin, not any other kind of material. And it's at this point that the man is going to try and bite you.
Okay.
Opens his jaws, and because essentially you're on his face, he's essentially, rather than try and pull you off, he's just going to try and pull you in and bite into you. Are you trying to dodge and escape this, or fight back?
That's a very good point. If he gets me, he'll probably kill me. So I'm going to... Well, actually... Oh, I've done a bit of damage. But, I'll probably dodge, to be fair, to be on the safe side.
Okay,
One sec.
give me a dodge roll.
Extreme success.
Oh, you are lucky, and I am not rolling well so far tonight. So yeah, you leap away from his face, sort of dodging out the way as he sort of bites forward, and you get a flash of sharp white teeth, long white teeth.
So it doesn't look like a person, or...
It looks like a person, but people don't have teeth like that. Long, fang-like teeth. As you dodge away, and well, over to Felix. What are you doing? Albert's dodged away from the man's face.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and jump to the jacket and pilfer whatever's in there, and then get the fuck away from whatever that is.
Okay,
Just
give me a
loot it.
jump or an agility, I think, for trying to loot the pockets of the person.
Oh, come on, roll 20.
No, not today.
Not today.
Biscuit,
No, I'll be running.
you can hear movement along the rooftops, other cats coming in. Is there anything else you would like to do, Biscuit?
I'm going to continue to make a racket and hopefully wake up the humans that are inside my house.
Yeah, so this was your house, and you hear... Actually, the door, at this point, the back door is flung open, and you see the footman sort of half getting ready for bed, go, "Will you just shut up? Bloody cat!"
Meow! And I'm going to run inside and push behind him out to the door. Try to get him out.
Hey, you out there! He shouts, sort of seeing there's a man outside the back gate, sort of. Hey, you! He starts to shout. You don't understand any more of the specifics of what he's shouting, but he sounds angry. Mostly, Biscuit, you recognise this is a kind of shouting. This sounds angrier than he does when he shouts at you.
Good.
Yeah, the tension seems to have been raised. Albert, he dodged away from the man's face. He looks like he's turning to leave, like turning to run off into the night.
That's
are you
okay.
going to let him go, or are you going to make any kind of last attempt?
Is he planning? Has he turned his back to me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm jumping on his head again. I'm gonna
Okay.
again another scratch attack.
Go for it. You're not at the vantage point of the wall anymore, so this will be with a penalty die. Try and get all the way up to his head.
Can I jump first to try get there, or
you can do it as a combined jump, fighting, brawl roll. But
try a jump and see? I can always miss him completely.
yes.
Yeah, I miss him.
No. You jump wildly in his direction as he turns and legs it off into the night.
And I
now-
run between their legs and try to trip them.
Yeah, you can. I think this is essentially a maneuver. This is a fighting brawl. He's a lot bigger than you, but also cats are good at tripping people up, so I won't apply any penalties.
That's gonna hurt.
So he goes toppling over. He crashes down to the ground.
I'm gonna run away again.
You run back away. The footman is sort of coming down the back garden, sort of calling out, "Hey, get gone! No hanging around the back of here! Piss off!" And sort of as the cats sort of the eyes appearing in the darkness as they come to see what's going on. But
Did you leave the fishing rod behind?
yes.
I want to bolt out of the house, past my footman, and I want to try to trip up the man.
The man is on the ground. Felix has tripped him up.
Oh, awesome! I missed that part.
Yeah, cats think alike.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna piss on him.
Yeah, I think Albert will do the same. I think he'll spray him because it'll be easier to track him if he's got not scent marked. And
Well, we'll get to Albert. So, Biscuit, you're going to run up and just piss on him.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot up past the footman, who kind of looks surprised, like, what the hell? As you sort of get up to him, he's already sort of starting to clamber up to his feet. I don't think there's any roll for pissing, so you can consider that an automatic success. But yeah, the man is starting to sort of stagger back up to his feet. Felix has darted off. Albert,
well, actually, seeing
I'd like actually at this point I'd like a group look roll. Now, but before you roll it, I'm going to want to ask your intent is: would you like this man to be caught or to get away? Which is a lucky outcome.
Caught.
yes, I think.
All right.
50 luck, so I don't know who's.
I think you've all got 50
48
luck.
then.
I've got 48.
Yes, someone spent some luck, so yes.
All right, so I am rolling the green one, correct?
Yes.
That's an extreme success.
Okay, so the man starts to stagger up to his feet, sort of getting ready to run, and a figure comes around the corner of. So this is the streets at the back of the houses. And I mean, it's a human. You recognize the smell of horse and stables and all sort of that sort of thing. And as humans go, they're very big. It's one of the ones from Medusa's house. And someone sort of staggers up to his feet, like cats, like snapping and snarling and pissing on him. This big guy goes out and grabs hold of him. And that is going to be where we go to break. 10 minutes. I need to get some more water.
Yes, water is a good idea.
But, yeah, it was some effective cat combat. I did.
Yeah. I mean, Albert was just killing it.
Yeah.
I'm a little terrified now of cats.
Extreme.
But, yeah, we'll find out what happens and how the cats can continue their investigation now humans are involved after the break. So we'll see you in 10 minutes time. And if anyone spots any typos or obvious mistakes in the mid-roll, please let me know. I did this in a slight bit of a hurry. And welcome back. So, to set the scene, around the back of the London Esoteric Society in the house next door, there is a commotion in the alleyway. Cats scrabbling round on the floor and tripping over this tall, black-cloaked, well, I suppose it's a coat rather than a cloak, black-coated man, or man-like thing. Because as he sort of scrambles up to his feet, you can see there's a strip of skin on his face that's been torn away. And underneath, in a glimpse in the moonlight and the street lamp, you can see there's this pattern of scales underneath. But the cats running around under their feet get a shock as this tall coachman, broad shoulders and big, comes round the corner, has grabbed hold of the strange man. And he calls back into the house next door to where the footman is sort of hovering on the step and says something in human words. Then starts to try and drag the man away. The man struggles and fights, and there's a punch of a fist, bit of a scuffle, and he is dragging the man away towards number 18, the house where Medusa and Freya live. As this is going on, what are our feline audience doing?
Well, Albert would like to get another chance to lay into it. Possibly try to scamper up its back, possibly. As it's being dragged away, is that possible?
Yeah, you can definitely...
Single claw strike in.
Are you still trying to attack him?
Yeah. Basically, I think the idea is to do just a scratch attack, but that'll be him clambering up its back.
Okay, give me a fighting brawl. He's not actually in the position to fight back at the moment, but he is going to try and dodge and kick you up. He's held, but he's not unconscious or anything. He's still able to try and
Successful, I would also like to piss on him. Could I do that instead of doing damage?
If successful, yes.
That's a fail.
That is a fail. He just kind of knocks you off and knocks you back down to the ground. You're being dragged through the back gate into the yard of the neighbouring house now.
I'll be grabbing the pouch on the line that is tied to it.
Yeah.
And drag the pouch and fishing rod with me like a giant trophy.
Yep. It's rattling along the cobbles behind you.
Did we see the
This
skill?
pouch is wonderful. You don't want to let it go.
Mine.
Did you see the scales when the skin came away or not?
Yes, you would have been close enough to see it, definitely.
So,
And you'd also been close enough to smell him. And to place that animal scent you'd not smelled
Reptile?
before. Well, you don't know. I don't think that
There are snakes, but not necessarily.
there's not going to be many snakes hanging around in Mayfair. It's not.
True. But a different animal smell that I don't recognise.
Yes, but you can now put the pieces together. Out of character, yes, it's a reptilian smell. But I don't think any of you have smelt a reptile really before.
We have now.
Yes. As he's being taken away inside the human house. The back door is open.
I think Albert will keep an eye out and stay near the house and try to see what's going on without actually entering the house. There's not a cat flap on this one, is there? I don't think they had them.
Probably not. No, I don't think a cat flap's really been invented yet.
Would they have left the window open then?
Yes, actually, a window would have been left ajar because Medusa and Freya are out. So there is a window in the servants' quarters that's been propped open. So yeah, it's up to you whether you want to stay outside the house or try and slip inside.
I'll try to go in, and I'm not going to let my trophy fall down. So that's going to be chaos.
So you're trying to drag a fishing pole inside the house, essentially.
Yeah. Basically, on the end where the pouch is. The pouch is close to my face, and the rest is just dragged behind.
Okay, so there's a clattering of this rod clatters across the backyard, and as you are able to hop in through the window, pouch still in hand. Give me a luck roll, please, Felix.
Perfect.
You do hop on over the sill. As the string holding the rod to the pouch rips on the edge of the window. The rod clatters to the ground in the background, and you are left with a pouch and a trailing bit of string.
I'm just going to walk through that house like it's mine.
Felix has hopped into the house. Biscuit and Albert, what are you doing?
I would have made sure that my footman human went back inside our house before I followed.
I think I'll try and follow, but I'll try to be quiet.
Okay, give me a stealth roll, Albert. Biscuit, you watch footman looks back and forth, goes, checks the back gate is shut, and then sort of looks down. Oh, Biscuit. You're not so bad.
And I will
In you come.
I will rub against his leg.
And he hesitates for a moment, and then he can't resist. He just reaches down and just scratches at the back of your neck. He doesn't seem like he's a person who knows exactly how to stroke a cat, but he's making a good effort. So he heads off back inside.
And once the door is shut, I will go back into the yard of 18, and then if I see them go into the window, I will follow.
That's why you hear them go into the window.
Yeah, we're not stealthy.
There's a clatter as Albert comes into the window, and his foot catches on the edge of the pole that is lent up like this fishing line type pole.
Closed? Please
Pardon?
tell me it doesn't not get closed.
It does not knock it closed. It wasn't a fumble, but it's
Okay.
it's definitely a noise. You can hear where they've gone.
Okay, I would like to climb up to the window and then try to go through quietly.
Give me a stealth roll. It's not a difficult climb because this window is left open for cats to come back in and out. So it's just
That was a success.
Biscuit is quiet.
Probably because the fishing rod is already on the ground and can't fall over again.
But so all three of you are inside the servants' quarters of this house. You can hear voices and sort of see light sort of from sort of direction, sort of the kitchen's direction. Are you going to investigate, or are you staying back out of sight? You can smell sort of people. You can hear voices. You can see candlelight.
That's a kitchen, right?
We're cat.
That's not food.
We are going to investigate the kitchen.
Food.
Okay.
I'm
But
gonna-
I think I would like to stay close to the wall and or under furniture if possible.
Okay, you sort of slip it. You can see there are about 4 humans in this kitchen, and the man that you fought. He has been sat on a chair and seems to have been tied to it. And the other 4 humans are sort of standing around. You recognise them as the downstairs people, the servants you've seen around in Medusa and Freya's house. And there's a lot of chatter, there's a lot of back and forth, which you don't understand.
Is there some food around?
Yes.
I'm going to
You see
jump
the door
up
to the
on
pantry.
the table, and I'm going to put down my satchel.
Give me a power roll, please.
Directly in
Yes,
front
okay.
of my feet,
Yep, you can put it down.
right in between my feet, and then move forward and eat. So my feet protect my satchel. Is mine.
Okay. Your hand sort of bats towards you, a human hand.
I'm trying
pushing
to
you away
get
from the
both.
food.
I'm trying to keep both the satchel and the food, and probably just fall off the table with both.
Give me an agility check here.
Yeah.
You fall off the table. It's like roll.
I'm just throwing everything around now. Okay.
Hit the ground. Your pouch goes scattering off under the table. You like running in between the human's feet.
Whilst that's going on, is that a strange person tied to a chair?
Yes.
I'm going to scratch him again. I'm just going to go up and scratch a
You're
leg.
just gonna go up and try and start attacking him.
Yes.
Yes.
Whilst lie down.
Okay, give me a. This is still be a fighting brawl. It still needs a roll.
It'll
You
just-
know, some cats have the instinct to fight snakes.
Extreme success, 0 damage. So I've probably shredded the trouser leg or something.
You shred the trouser as there's a hand comes down for a button. Someone is attempting to grab you. One of the other humans in the room is attempting to sort of grab hold of you. You want to let them or dodge out of the way?
I've got an idea. I'd like to dodge out the way and then try to be cute.
Okay, give me a dodge roll and then a charm roll, which is essentially cuteness.
Extreme success on
Yes,
the dodge.
you shoot out the way of the hand trying to get you.
And I'll just try to be cute. Success on being cute.
So you shoot away the human, like goes to like shoot you out and then it reaches down and gives you a little.
I'll just roll back.
And
Quite.
kind of look at, and it is a youngish human female, sort of bending down. She, as the others are still talking back and forth about whatever they're talking about, she bends down. Hello, Alice, how are you?
I just meow and try to carry on being as cute as I can.
He's getting pets.
You want a bit of turkey? There you go. I bet you
Meow a bit louder.
He's getting turkey. I'm gonna do the exact same thing, and I'm gonna keep the pouch in my mouth.
You're not one of ours either.
And I'm gonna slink out from under whatever I was hiding, but I'm going to fake a limp like I was hurt.
Give me a charm roll here. I think it's this part of like trying to look cute and helpless. And...
I don't have enough luck to spend on that.
Oh, come, you're trying it on, aren't you? There. Clever. Who's a clever cat? Cats. You can all turkey for you, turkey not for you. You're trying to play little tricks on me.
No, I'm gonna jump up on the little table, on the table in front of all the humans.
Yeah, apart from this one human, the others seem to be not paying attention to what's going on with the cats. They seem to be distracted by other matters.
That's fine. I'm gonna jump up and I am going to stick my fur out as far as I possibly can, and I'm gonna hiss at the man that's tied to a chair.
Okay, give me an intimidate roll, please.
That's a hard success.
Despite the fact that he's tied to a chair, his fate is being discussed by the other humans in the room. But something more unnerving. The cat staring, like this cat knows something, and this cat's staring right at them. He shrinks back a little in his chair, still tied to it. You see him kind of watching the cat, and you see that the skin's been torn away a bit further now since you last saw. You can make out that the face underneath is very much not a human face. Its nose is too flat, its eyes are set wrong. This is some sort of inhuman monster.
The leg that I was pretending to hurt, I am going to nurse it up on the table in front of all the humans. I'm going to lick it like I'm licking a wound.
One of the other humans calls down to the human who's there, like petting and feeding the cats. She kind of looks up at the rest, and then she goes, "Come on." He starts to try and sort of herd you out of the kitchen. Come on. Sort of taking a bit more of the turkey and sort of waving it in front of you, trying to like lead the cats out of the kitchen.
I'm refusing to move, and I'm going to hiss and growl at the man that's sitting, that's tied to the chair.
She is going to attempt to try and grab hold of you. Pick you up.
I will let her do that, but I am going to continue to fluff up, be scary, and hiss at that man.
So still hissing, still fluffed up, she sort of carries you almost like you're like a bomb that might explode, as well as a cat, like out of the kitchen, and sort of deposits you down on the back step. It tosses you a bit more of the turkey and goes,
I didn't take the turkey.
well, she tosses you a bit of the turkey, and then shuts the back door.
I'll take it then.
So you're shooting past out the back door as well.
Well,
She shuts the back door, then goes back to retrieve Albert.
Yeah, Albert was busy being cute. Hopefully that'll distract people. What he's going to try and do, he can see where the skin started to come away in the person's face. He's going to try and see if he can just casually meander forward, closer to him, perhaps on the table, acting as if he's not up to anything suspicious. And he's just going to leap and try and pull more of that skin away.
Okay, give me a stealth roll. You're trying to slip up without any of the other humans here noticing you and removing you from the situation, right?
Not without them not seeing him. He's just trying to...
I mean, if you're just walking up, then they will see you.
Yeah, he's just trying to walk up. But
Okay.
as
you walk up, one of the other humans goes to, like, get hold of you and remove the cat from the situation.
No, he'll try and dodge from that because he wants to remove strange...
Give me a dodge roll, please.
Extreme success.
Dodge out the way. There's sort of a clamour of shouting. Yeah, you've dodged out the way. What's your next plan? Your next step?
I just want to pull more of that mask off that creature.
Okay, give me a fighting brawl.
I'll just do straightforward scripture. Success, but no damage.
Okay. One of the other humans goes... Essentially, their focus has temporarily been broken from whatever they were doing previously to try and remove this cat from the room. So there's now, like, 4 humans... 3 humans turn to, like, her... to try and catch this cat. So another goes to grab for you. Misses. Another goes to go. It's a miss. You the third one. You're gonna try and this one might be a success, so you're gonna dodge or fight back against them.
Well, to be fair, I'll probably dodge. My aim for that attack on it wasn't to do damage, it's just to remove more of the mask. So I'll dodge because I'm not trying to harm these. They've given us food. Success.
Oh. Success is not enough. Finally, one of the humans manages to grab hold of you and just like carries his cat and just like chucks you out the back door after the others and shuts the door. You hear the window beside the door being shut. As far as the humans are concerned, they have removed these annoying extraneous cats from this important situation they're trying to resolve. Yes, you are now outside the house.
Where's my pouch? A turkey?
Give me a look roll, Felix. Your pouch is inside the house. You don't have your pouch.
Is the window still open?
No.
They've closed it so Freya and Medusa can't get back in. Oh, they're not going to be happy about that.
Have they returned yet?
You did get them on
You did shout for them, didn't you?
Yes.
You hear movement from along the top of the wall. What's going on here? Why is my window shut?
We found what was killing the cats.
Did you find the cats?
We didn't find the cats, we found the cat killer. Or at least catching them. It's in there.
You gave them to the humans.
The humans have it now.
They'll deal with it.
It didn't smell like a human and didn't smell like any animal I've smelt before.
It looked like a fish.
They'll still deal with it. Oh, if it's a fish, they'll definitely deal with it.
I mean, it had like these things.
I can't smell fish. We've had fish here before.
I mean, yeah, it smells like something else, but it looked like these.
Well,
it was used
a garden lizard. A little bit, like you know those little tiny lizards with the scales.
You probably wouldn't know what those were.
No, we wouldn't know what those were.
Too cold.
Too cold and wet. Sorry. Yeah, no difference in fauna. I have never. Well, you don't really get garden lizards in London.
Not in London. In the country you would.
Yeah, like I've seen them in a couple of places in the south of England, in hot places, and like up on like stony moors, but I've never seen one in a city.
All right. Yeah, in America, you see them everywhere, no matter if it's the middle of the city or suburbs.
Well, this is what I thought when I was thinking about like when I was trying to describe reptiles, realizing that a London house cat has probably never seen a reptile. They don't do well.
Nope.
All right. Never mind. I take that back.
It was using some strange smelling thing to.
They kept my pouch. It's in the inside.
I'm gonna bring over the torn up pouch that I left. This.
Smells good.
This is what catch them.
They were going to take me.
They didn't get you.
No, I started calling and yelling.
Yes. We were some streets away. We hadn't found anything. But, well, we won't have any worries anymore about anyone else going missing. My humans are very good at killing things that they catch. They sometimes play with them for a bit, but they kill them in the end.
I mean, yeah, if you catch something, you play with it.
Sometimes it escapes and they bring it back. Yes, they kill things. Sometimes they bury them in the garden.
Ooh, where?
With that comment, I'll have a sniff round to see if I can smell whether there's anything dead buried.
Give me a sniff roll, please.
It's been a few years, though, hasn't it?
It's been a few years.
Oh, it's a fail.
Nothing Felix, you can't smell... I think, have they buried anyone else in the garden since then?
Did we deepen it? Question.
Mostly you're smelling earth and stuff.
The problem would be there'd probably be manure and stuff
Yeah.
over as well, so...
Whatever was buried here is buried too deep and too long ago to be smelled. Like, this is several years since
I mean, James.
Franco joined the garden. I don't know that the servants have regularly killed and buried that many people in the back garden.
Fair.
They
But
might
7
have.
years since Franco died.
Great food.
I'll find a mouse then.
It's about 5 years.
Mm.
Oh, you won't find anything. I was a much younger cat when they buried him in the garden. Well, what about the others that went missing? Do we think they're dead?
Don't know. And we can go and try to smell another place that smells like that. And maybe
Well, what we
maybe piss somewhere.
is we could follow the smell of that one that was here. And did have a chance to use that powder stuff or whatever was in the pouch. So we could probably try and track down the smell and see if we know where it lives or where it came from, and see if we can find out what happened to any of the cats it took.
Good idea. Do you want Freya and I to come with you, or shall we keep an eye on matters here?
I think it may be best for you to keep an eye on this one to make sure it doesn't get away.
Oh, we'll make sure of that. Right. Happy hunting.
So let's go and start seeing if we can track the scent of this figure.
Yes.
Okay, you can either give me a sniff roll with a penalty or a track roll. The choice is yours. Essentially, it's a little bit harder to do by track.
That's successful.
Yes! So,
Fail.
What annoys me the most is that the 13 with track would have succeeded.
two of you can't pick up much of a scent. What with all the fighting that went down. But Biscuit picked up the trail. It leads away from the house, back through the streets and the alleyways. It's only a couple a few houses more from where you lost the trail previously, leading from Ginger's house. The trail of this figure leads up to this tall brick building, into a set of steps that lead down to a lower sort of door leading into a basement level. There are a couple of windows on either side of this door, but both of them are shut, as is the door itself.
Is it like a door handle to tilt, or like one to pull?
It looks like I'm trying to remember what doors look like in my brain. It's like a front door. It'd be like a doorknob. I'm more thinking, what does a Victorian door look like?
I think most of them would be like doorknobs, to be
Yeah, it's more like a doorknob.
Oh, I'm gonna jump on the doorknob and try to hang on it and hope that me jumping against the door will help swing it open.
Give me an agility roll, please.
I'm gonna look for another window or a different way in.
Give me a spot hidden Biscuit as Felix flings himself at the door and sort of crashes down to the
I'm
ground.
going to try and check the window and see if we can claw it to try and open it up a bit.
Biscuit, if you head round the side of the house a little further, there's a much smaller, essentially it's more of a vent than a window. It's been left just slightly ajar. It would be a squeeze, but you might be able to get through.
I'm going to say meow, letting them know, hey, it's over here. And I'm gonna squeeze through, and I think my neck bow gets caught.
Yeah, like snags on the brickwork. Just
And if it falls off, it falls off.
falls off. lost your bow.
It's okay, I'll get another one.
I'll see it, right? If that happens, if I'm behind.
Yes.
I think I'm taking it with me.
Albert will just follow the pair of them. I think Felix is likely to have been closer to Biscuit than Albert was because he was at the window. Trying to claw at it to see if he could damage the wood enough to get through.
Yeah. Okay, so Biscuit, you're slithering through this gap.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by who is next? Felix?
Yep.
Then Albert. So
It doesn't smell like the pouch.
it doesn't smell like the pouch, it smells more like the man. As you slither through this gap. On the other side it's dark. Sort of a bit of a drop down into a room on the other side.
I'm going to be cautious. I don't want to make any noise, just in
Okay.
case there's more of them there.
Vito.
Okay. Give me a stealth roll, everyone who's trying to be quiet and cautious. Unless you want to spend any little... Oh, no. That you've got enough luck,
That's
really.
too much luck.
Yes.
That is too much luck.
I think that fail is probably when the bow caught and distracted Biscuit.
Well, I think it's probably when Biscuit drops out of this sort of wriggle, and then on the other side, as you drop down onto the table on the other side, there's a jar just tips and rolls and crashes onto the floor. But the others two are able to follow quietly because there is no jar to fall. And as the jar hits the floor, the room is filled with this wondrous scent. This wondrous, wondrous constitution save or constitution roll inducing scent.
I'm immune now.
Felix is immune. He has been exposed to this. He has been deliberately exposing himself for some time. Biscuit? It's just more different.
I did even better than Felix.
You did indeed. You just...
Let's not encountered this up close before, so...
Yeah. Albert, you're dazed by this substance. Whilst you're under its effect, you have a penalty to all rolls currently. As it's a smallish room. There's a table in the centre where this jar fell off. There's another sort of bench along one wall with various pots and jars and bottles on it, and a shelf with more pots, jars, bottles and books on it. And in the furthest corner of the room is another staircase leading further down.
Is there a staircase leading up?
No, not from this room, no.
Maybe
This room sort of seems to be like the basement entrance. There was another sort of street level door to this house. This seems to be just like the basement flat or basement apartment.
I'm gonna go down. Maybe the burying animals.
Okay, you're heading down this wooden staircase. It heads down. Down. It doubles back on itself into essentially what seems to be a sub-basement room. And as you enter into this room, the first thing that hits you is the smell. You smell these layered scents of that strange, what we would know as reptilian scent, mingled in with cat scents, the sense of fear, the sense of blood. Lining one wall of this room are cages.
I'm gonna
Okay.
yell.
You're gonna yell, you're gonna make loud noise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the other two upstairs, you hear this loud noise from Felix down below.
It's loud, but it's not loud.
It's not loud enough to draw attention sort of beyond this building from the neighbourhood cats, but it's loud enough in this space to draw the attention of Biscuit and Albert upstairs, and from someone inside the cages. There's a rustle of movement.
Oh, I'll go
in the
downstairs.
cages.
I'll head
And
down as well.
in the darkness, you hear meow, meaning, who's there? And you recognize
I'm gonna go
Ginger.
where the voice came from.
It came from one of the cages.
Jump up, try to claw it open.
It is a metal cage with a very human lock on it. Yeah.
Is it
And
hanging
inside,
somewhere?
it's like a rack of cages along one wall, and in one of them is Ginger, sort of locked into this cage. Otherwise, the only thing in this room is another door at the far end from the stairs. It's closed. And you can hear movement from beyond that door.
All of us can?
Yes. If you come down to this room, then yes.
I am going to hide behind something. If
Okay.
there's anything to hide
In
behind.
this room, there's cages. There's the staircase itself you could try and tuck yourself behind.
Yeah.
How high are the cages?
They are, essentially, there's like 3 layers of them. The bottommost is sitting on the floor, and then Ginger is one of them in one of the middle layer cages.
I was wondering if they were like stacked quite high.
There's a little bit of space on top of the top cages.
What Albert will try and do then, there's no way we can open a metal cage. So he's going to climb on top of the cage, try and hide up on top of the cages at the highest point.
Okay, are you trying to... Okay, give me a climb roll, please, Albert.
Stealth? Or
The challenge here is climbing the cages. I said you could hear noise from behind the door. I didn't say what manner of noise.
hard success on the climb?
Yep, you're able to climb on top of the cages.
I'm climbing onto Ginger's cage, and I'm gonna pull and yank and claw.
Give me a climb roll here. What is your goal here?
I'm trying to ignore the fact that this thing is locked. It's probably not gonna work.
Cat herder,
I'm not even getting up there.
No, no.
when you say it is a human lock, is it one of those ones that has the little lever and it slides over
It
and
is
locks?
like a padlock.
We've seen humans use padlocks before.
Yes, they have keys for them. And hands.
Yes. But animals have learned how to open doors and such. I want to look for the keys.
Okay, give me a spot hidden check.
No.
You do not find the keys.
I'm not getting up there.
Yes, Felix is scrabbling at the cages, Biscuit's searching round for the keys, Albert up on top of the cages. Again, you hear movement from beyond the door at the end of the room.
We know it's Ginger, right?
Ginger is inside the cage. The noise is coming from beyond the room.
Ginger, who's in the other room?
I don't know. When I got here, Reginald was still here. And then the man with the wonderful smile, he took Reginald into there, and I heard noises, and then Reginald didn't come back.
Do you think the keys are in there?
I don't know, what's a key?
The thing that opens your door.
Oh, the man had that.
Who is there another person, human here or not human?
I only seen one.
I'm gonna try to open the other door.
Okay, give me an agility roll. This is going to be hard. So, remember, there's a staircase, this rickety stack of cages. They're not all one mass. It is a stack of cages. They are separate cages stacked.
Oh.
No, not the cage door. The
No,
door.
no. I know. I was just making that a little clearer for anyone climbing on the cages.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That is a hard success as you jump up, manage to catch hold, and the door swings open. And you're hit by this wave of scent stronger than before. Blood and sort of this musky, strange scent. The other side of the door is darkness. And almost there seems to be a pit dug out of the earth, like out of the mud and earth at the base of this building. Someone has dug this scooped out lower area of the floor, this pit. And as you open the door, you hear movement from the pit. Slithering movement. And something. There's very little, pretty much just no light to go in here. There's perhaps one little flicker of light coming in through from above to the top of the stairs. Possibly enough just to reflect into eyes.
I was going to say cats can see in the dark.
You can see in very little light. They can't see in absolute darkness.
True.
There's just enough light with cat vision to make out these two eyes staring back at you. And I need all of you to make me a sanity roll, please, against the feral instincts of a cat.
Ooh, that's fumble. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
The fear and the sort of your animal instincts take over in this moment. And you turn and you run. Mostly Felix and Biscuit, like, you are fleeing. Your instinct is to get the hell out of here. Both of you will lose. My dice on me.
That's actually all three of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
All three of you will lose.
I mean, it's not
I'm just gonna
100
get-
for all three of us, right?
I'm just gonna
It's
get my
probably-
I'll be back in 1 moment. I just need to get my dice so I can roll this for real dice.
I'm scared.
Gonna be fine.
Sure. How are we gonna save She's in a cage. The thing can't get her in the cage.
I mean, she might come run out if the thing can get her in the cage, because then it breaks the cage.
We haven't actually gone in that room, though.
Yeah.
All three
No,
of you
I was the
lose
only
8
one-
points of sanity.
How many, sorry?
8.
8.
And need to make me an intelligence roll, please.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's a fail for me.
Thank you, Roll20, for being shit to me. I like
You are
it.
cats. You don't fully comprehend what's going on here. So you're not undergoing the cat equivalent of a bout of madness or whatever that would be. But you do lose sanity, and you fled back up to the upstairs room in that sort of first instinct of panic. And Felix and Biscuit, your overwhelming instinct is just to run and get the hell out of this building. Albert, you're slightly more in control of yourself, but all three of you, fear is winning out over other sort of instincts.
Ginger said there's only one figure that visited, wasn't there?
That's what she said.
And the thing in there wasn't a figure, it was something else.
Mm-hmm.
So we've actually ran... Where have we ran?
Up
We've
the
ran-
stairs into the upstairs. There's an upstairs room with has the table and the bench with the bottles. Then there's a downstairs room with the cages, and off that
the past
is
where
the room
Ginger
with
was
the
out.
pit. Yes.
Yeah, more bottles. Of the ones that Biscuit dropped. Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab hold of one of those and get it down the table without breaking it.
Okay, let's make this agility. This seems to be the cat equivalent of.
I think Albert will try and head back to the room where Ginger is.
So you're trying to head back downstairs. Are you moving quietly, quickly? How are you doing this?
Quietly, I think.
Okay, give me a stealth roll, please. Felix, you have obtained one of the bottles.
Yes.
Albert, you're creeping downstairs. Biscuit, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to go back out the way we came in.
Okay. Give me a jump or an agility or a climb roll to get back up out. It was easy coming down, going up is harder.
Agility gave me a success. I rolled a 69.
Nice. Yes, you're able to scramble your way up and out of here. You're getting out. Felix has a bottle. Albert, you're creeping back down those stairs. As you come back, you can hear whatever it is that was in the room with the pit. It's moving out towards you. Slither of movement.
Heading towards me now.
Through the open door up towards the stairs.
But I did succeed in the stealth roll though.
It doesn't seem to have spotted you yet. It seems to be just making its way.
What did it look like?
Out.
Did I tell? Or...
It's dark in here. You can only vaguely make out its short form. It is long. It's long, sinuous form. 2 eyes at the front. Long,
the thing.
pointed nose. If you knew what a snake looked like, you would call it a snake.
Sorry, Albert. I'm gonna shove the vial down the stairs. I don't know that Albert is down there. I was busy getting that damn thing.
Okay, cats can't throw. Just give me a.
Just gonna...
The steps.
Let's do.
And what?
Make it agility. That's my new cat catch-all skill. If in doubt. A hard success is a crack as this bottle breaks. And no, I'll let Albert do this. Albert, make me a luck roll. What exactly was in this bottle?
Hard success.
Okay, as the bottle cracks, this whatever is in, there's a from the creature, and it shies back away as this glittering mist fills the air. The creature shies back away. You've got an instant to try and do something here, Albert. What is it?
Well, the thing can't get to... It's too big to get in the cage, I'm guessing.
Too big to get in the cage, yes. The cage is designed to hold a cat.
This thing is following the other two at the moment, isn't it?
That's what you think? That you can presume?
I'm going to head past it then further to where Ginger was.
You're trying to sneak right directly past it.
Why
Up
not?
the cages.
Why
Okay.
not?
This will require another stealth roll. The others for general things. This is you're essentially trying to creep right past its face.
Success again.
Success. It hisses back away from this cloud for a minute. Sort of
Yeah, take a chance to sneak
flipping
past.
its head back and forth before it slithers on up the stairs. Its body is still in the room with you. As its head is starting to head up towards where Felix is, its body, it's the end of its body is still in the room with the pit. It's the whole thing snaking up through the room and up the staircase. Felix, you can hear it coming up the staircase towards you. Biscuit's already got out of here.
Yeah, I heard it hiss back when I threw the bottle at it. So I'm gonna topple the entire table
Okay, give me
with everything that's on it.
a strength roll here.
Come on.
Are you strong enough to tip this table over?
No.
No, you are not. It's a sturdy table, and you are a cat.
Well, I guess I'm climbing the table then.
Pardon?
I guess I'm climbing the table instead.
Okay, you climb up onto the table. As Felix is climbing up on the table, Biscuit, you are outside. You're back through the vent.
Yes, and I am hightailing it to Medusa and Freya
Okay, you're running back. Medusa
as
and
fast
Freya.
as I possibly can.
Yes. Albert, you're in the room with this long, scaly body of this creature. And the stack of cages containing Ginger. You can hear something going on upstairs, but you don't know what's going on up there. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and force the cage open, but I don't. It'll be a strength roll, but it'll be probably difficult, and I don't fancy my chances. But I haven't got a way to claw it open because it's not wood in any shape or form.
No,
but
it's metal.
I can try, I suppose. I mean,
You can make me a strength roll, yes.
Come on.
it can't.
That's one.
Nope, that's a.
No, this cage is made to contain cats. You're not strong enough to force it open in any way. Felix, you're knocking all these things off the table?
This thing's coming up here, right?
Yes.
So basically, I'm preparing for when it comes, and then I'm gonna just.
Okay, I require no roll for a cat to knock things off a table.
Yes.
I deem that this is its natural state of existence, and therefore you are able to knock things off the table.
Yeah.
I will, however, ask for a constitution roll from you, as all these bottles of mysterious substances.
I'm immune.
Somehow, despite sort of this mixture of fumes and substances, glittering powders, sweet scents filling the air, Felix, you are not affected. Alright, Biscuit still running through the streets of the city. Because it's going to take you a little while to get over towards Grosvenor Square. If you want to try and shout and draw attention faster, you can, but it's up to you.
Oh, most definitely.
Alright.
Most definitely. I want to go along the same lines as I was doing when I was trying to wake my humans.
Okay, let's make some noise.
That's a fail. You know what? I'm going to spend the 25 luck on that.
Okay, spend 25 luck. You hear an answering cry off in the distance. It's going to take them some time to get here, but they've heard you. They have heard you. They will be on their way. Albert, what are you doing?
Well, seeing it's heading towards where Felix went.
Yes.
I'm going to just try and force the cage open again. As I said, it's unlikely, but
Give
I'll
me
keep
a
trying.
strength roll.
Oh, getting closer.
Yeah, getting closer, but no success yet. Felix, the creature seems dazed for just the time being, like sort of distracted by all these scents, by all this powder, by what's going on in this room. It's not currently trying to attack you or do anything. What would you like to do?
I toppled everything down there. This thing's here. I think I'm just gonna run down now.
You're running down.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over its head and run down.
Okay. You've got a bonus die to any dodge or agility roll you want to make here, because it is dazed, it is not fully aware of the situation.
Sure. If it's trying to bite at me, I'm gonna dodge. With bonus.
Bonus, you've got a bonus.
Which is...
That's a success, yes. My question is not currently trying to attack you, it's more if it tries to stop you and block you. My question is, would you like to run down the stairs or down the snake?
Down the snake.
It's scampering down the back of this serpent, down into the basement where Albert is. And Biscuit, up in the streets, are you still running towards Medusa and the others, or are you waiting for them to come to you?
Oh no, I'm running towards them still. If I see any of them, I will stop and explain everything that's just happening, and we might need a human.
Okay, you've not got to them yet. The distance is closing between the two, but you've not got there yet. Albert, down in the basement.
How high was the cage that Biscuit's in? Is it sort of mid-range or?
It's the middle row of cages.
Yeah, it's not. It wouldn't take any damage if it fell, so I'll keep trying to force it open again. Strength roll again.
Yeah, strength roll.
Might get lucky, you never know. Hard success.
Somehow, against all odds, I say it's a combination. If you leap up, and it is the fact that you kind of get it toppling down, and gravity on your side, and the right angle, and the strength is of you is enough.
I've been trying for a few rounds to force this cage open, so...
As it hits the stone, there's a cracking noise. And the cage, the metal, perhaps not the best made metal, a bit rusty from this damping down here. The cage breaks, leaving just a gap big enough for a cat to squeeze through and escape. And Ginger starts wriggling and squeezing her way through the gap.
Is Ginger injured, or...?
She doesn't look badly injured now. Felix.
Oh, you got it. I was thinking you should, use this to break it up. But, anyway, back up.
Okay. You're going back up the snake or back up the stairs?
I'm gonna go back up the stairs because I don't want the snake to know that I'm gonna back up.
Okay, if you're trying to sneak past it, I want a stealth. If you're trying to rush past it, I want a dodge.
I'm gonna go and sneak, I think.
Okay, yeah, you manage to creep up and past it. Biscuit, you see the forms of Medusa and Freya sort of hurrying down the street towards you. What is it?
Found Ginger. No one else. Lots of blood smell. Weird thing. Pitch dark. Terrifying. Might need human.
How do we get a human to come? They don't listen. I can go and try and get one of them. Look, they don't pay attention to us.
The horseman, he came when we called.
It's mostly shouting, they're busy. Do you want me to go and try and get them or to come and help you?
Come and help. Ginger's in a cage.
Okay, come Freya. And they come back with you. It's going to take you a little while to get back to the building. As Albert, Ginger has wriggled her way free of the cage. Felix has got back upstairs.
I have a quick question, which I'm not sure how the dream realm works, but when cats enter the dream realm, do they actually physically enter it, or...?
Yes, but you would need... Well, no, you wouldn't physically enter it. You've got your cat form, but your cats don't disappear when they fall asleep. People would notice.
I wasn't sure whether cats physically entered the dreams.
No, because otherwise then if a cat fell asleep, then you'd be like, there's no cat. And cats are asleep a lot, so someone would have made note of the fact that they keep disappearing.
It's okay, I was thinking of a roundabout way to escape.
Yeah. Also, you cannot sleep in this circumstance.
Fair enough. How good are you at sneaking, Ginger?
I can try.
Well, we can try and get past this way. Yes.
So I'm counting down. This is all happening fast. Whatever you're doing, you've not got long to discuss it.
Yeah, doing that way, basically.
Yeah. Sneaking or rushing?
I think trying to sneak up, basically, because it hasn't realised we're here.
Okay, give me a stealth roll, please.
Extreme success.
Both you and Ginger slip past it quietly. You see, Felix, you're up in the room with the head of the snake. It sort of whoops its head back and forth as it searches around the room.
Is there anything else I can throw at it?
It seems to have its wits back, and I think you've broken everything now.
Is that the vent?
Pardon?
Is that the room with the vent that
This is the room with the vent that you entered, yes. You're in the room with the vent. It's also the room with the door, but you don't know how to open the door.
How big is that room? And where is the vent in relation to the stairs we're coming up, and where the head of the snake is currently?
The room is probably about 15 by 15 feet. The vent is in the far corner to the stairwell leading down.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to to go in a corner that is the furthest away from both the vent and the stairs, and be loud there.
Okay,
But be
make some
ready.
noise.
Yeah, I'm making some noise there, trying to make it seem like I'm stumbling over something. Just to distract the snake so the others can get out of there.
Okay.
Then dodge and follow.
All right, give me what you feel is a suitable. What would be a suitable role for making noise? Is it cat noise, or are you just knocking things over? Or...
I think I'm technically just knocking things over, but
I mean, I think cat noise. We have a role for noisy cats.
that's true.
I mean, I'm not sure if I'm distracting enough, but you know.
Yes.
Has Albert and Ginger made their way up to the same room?
Yeah, you are just coming up into this room as he's coming. He's trying to make a distraction in the corner. You've just come up the top of the stairs.
Is it
The
possible?
snake doesn't seem to be paying any attention to him.
Is it possible to knock something so it goes down the stairs behind the snake?
Not really. There's not anything in the right place, and the snake is filling up most of the stairs.
Fair enough.
There's not really much room on the stairs for anything but snake.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
My
this
thoughts
is
at the time to make a sound behind it so the snake...
This is a big snake. So yes, snake's filling up most of the room.
I'll try to
Looking for...
gesture towards the vent without making any noise for Ginger to know that's the way out.
Okay, what are you doing?
Albert, he's waiting to see how it goes with Ginger first, but
Okay, Ginger is going to scrabble and leap for the vent. He makes it, although you watch as she moves, you see the snake's head whip around and it lunges towards you, towards her.
towards me or her?
Towards her.
Oh.
Jaw snapping, but doesn't manage to grab her. She scrabbles and scratches her way up out the vent, out of sight. Biscuit, you, Medusa, and Freya are sort of coming around the corner of the alley when you see a very distressed and upset-looking Ginger come scrabbling her way out of the vent into the street. Monster! Monster! Monster!
They are inside.
See, I wasn't lying, and I'm going to start checking over Ginger for any injuries and grooming her a little.
Okay. As you're doing that, Felix, Ginger's
Okay.
out.
Right behind.
Alright, give me that agility roll. An extreme success is enough. You get past the snapping jaws of the creature. And up and out, scrabbling out, back onto the street.
I think Albert will
Albert,
try and follow the same way. Hopefully it's distracted enough to not try and bite him, but I don't fancy him. His chances are. Success.
oh, just a success, but luckily it is a fail on its behalf as you, not quite as elegantly as Felix, but you do manage to scrabble your way out the vent, back into the cold night air beyond. You can hear the thing moving behind the doors, you can hear the thud, you can hear the clatter of falling books, of smashing timbers.
Once he's outside, he's going to spray the house as much as he can. Just mark it so...
In case you forget the house with the giant serpent in the basement.
It's the principle of it, that's the point.
Yeah. We won.
So
Yeah.
it's to remind the creature in there that we won.
Yeah.
Actually, you'd probably spray down the vent at the snake. From safety.
The angle's probably not quite right for that. It's quite a...
It'll drip down on it, it's
Yeah.
fine.
But yeah, you're up out in the street. You can hear the thing moving around inside. Are you hanging around or are you getting out of there?
No. I've made my point. I think I'll make my exit now.
Yeah, after I've groomed Ginger, I'm going back. I think Ginger's going back.
Yes, she definitely doesn't want to stick around.
Yeah.
But yeah, you head back through the streets towards Grosvenor Square. Medusa sort of looks the three of you up and down. You certainly handled that well. I'm impressed. I've seen better cats than you would have read in fright. Whatever that thing was in there.
Oh, it was terrifying.
There are terrifying things out there in this world. Be thankful your humans don't bring them back quite so often as ours do. And she sort of looks back towards the direction of the house. I will try and get our humans to come. It might take a little work, but
We could always try and just burn it down.
I mean, that's what the humans do, right?
Knock the lantern or something nearby.
Use the fire here. I don't know how to do fire.
I don't know how to do fire either. That's a human thing. I don't like fire's nice at a distance when it warms you, but I almost could set my tail on fire once, and that was nasty.
Yeah.
I'm not playing with fire. I have better sense than that.
Is there like a gas lamp, street light
What, just on the streets?
on the streets?
I mean, there are gas lamps on the street,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, Albert, you ripped open the cage. Maybe you can rip open one of those and then put it on there.
There wasn't a gas lamp directly next to the house with the snake, if that's what you're asking, but there are gas lamps on the streets where you are currently, as you're making your way back to Grosvenor Square.
I mean, those are burning, right?
I think I'll give that a miss.
Fire is for humans.
Yes, fire is.
We have other ways of managing things.
But it is too big to get out of that place. Certainly not the way we left it.
One hopes
Hopefully,
so.
hopefully your humans can find it quickly. What if that monster comes out of that house?
Wasn't it?
Then people will notice.
I think it was much bigger than humans.
It was bigger than a human, yes, but
Much bigger. It filled most of the space in it.
its head was about the size of a person.
Yeah.
A small one.
A small
Oh,
person.
so it's not fitting through the vent. Okay. Okay.
No,
Okay.
Not fitting through the vent. It could fit through the door if the door was open.
There's like fireplaces in houses, right? So if we take pieces of burning wood and throw them through the vent often enough,
And
so
not
we
playing with
basically make a
Felix.
cat parade.
Felix, not playing with fire.
Okay. Well, it would be interesting.
That's a human thing.
Yes. What
But human things are interesting.
I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm going to have a nice lie down. And then in the morning the cook will bring me some food. It will be nice.
Yes, I think I want to go snuggle with my human kitten.
Well, we got Ginger out. We stopped the person who was doing this. Did they do anything with the person or thing that your people had?
They still had them when I left. I heard Biscuit calling. Who knows what they're doing? That's not our problem.
True. That's for them to sort out now. We've stopped what was going on.
Okay.
And, go back to our normal cat lives.
Indeed. Well, good evening all. And hopefully we'll not have to deal with anything like this again.
Yes. Good night. I'm going.
Good night. I'll make my own way somewhere.
And Medusa stalks away.
I think I'm gonna steal from the fish market.
So you're heading off to the fish market. It's a long walk.
But
It's a tempting walk, it's worth it. And so, as the cats head their own way off into the night, and the serpent in the basement continues to fling itself at the door and try and find a way out. And as some members of the Esoteric Society are awoken to the news of what the servants have caught in the night, that is where we will leave things for this week.
Bye.